Would you rather live in Texas or in a paradise? And when I say a paradise, I'm talking about a place kind of like Tel Aviv. I'm in Tel Aviv right now, and our balcony is overlooking the Mediterranean, and guys, this is awesome. So my husband and I took a trip to Tel Aviv recently. We went to go visit Israel, and let me tell you, if you've never been to Tel Aviv or heard of the place, it is like a paradise. And while we were there, we were strolling around. I told my husband, I said, why are we living in Texas when we could live in a place like this? And when I think about Tel Aviv, it's probably very similar to the coast of California, the beautiful beaches. Tel Aviv is situated on the Mediterranean Sea, and it's just miles of beautiful beaches with the finest sand. I need to go back to grammar school. And it just was a beautiful place. The city was beautiful, everything. So why would I live in Texas. Why would I rather live in Texas than Tel Aviv? Because I was thinking about this whole time we were there, wondering why we landed in the flat land of Texas. I would describe Tel Aviv as a beautiful land and beautiful people. So after thinking about all you people moving to Texas, now I kinda understand why. Because surviving in the land of Tel Aviv, everything is like twice the price. Hi, my name is Dana Pollard, and I'm a real estate agent in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, and I've lived here since I was 4 years old. By the way, if you are thinking about moving to Texas, email me in the link below, and I'm so happy to answer your questions. And when it comes time for you to make the move, I would be so honored to be your real estate agent. Now here goes my top reasons of why I would rather live in Texas than a Mediterranean paradise like Tel Aviv. So the first reason I would rather live here in Texas than a paradise like Tel Aviv is the people really are friendly here. And I thought that this was like just something people say, oh, people are friendly in the South. But after visiting Tel Aviv, when you're in the buffet line for breakfast, and normally you would be courteous of other people that are coming to get breakfast too, or kind of wait your turn in line. It wasn't like that in Tel Aviv. Like, you had to fend for yourself. If you didn't just jump out and go get your food, you were never gonna eat. So by all means, people are more friendly here in Texas. The second reason I would much rather live here in Texas than many parts of the world, including a paradise like Tel Aviv, is the housing here is so much cheaper. So if in Tel Aviv, if you're going to buy a piece of real estate, you're not even really buying land. You're buying a condo. And the condos, for a really junky one, you're paying $350,000. I'm talking junk. And if you want a decent one in Tel Aviv, you're looking at least $500,000 to $600,000. That means you don't have a yard. Here in Texas, I live on like 0.17 of an acre, and there's a backyard there. And so I'm happy to have my small backyard. You can get a house on an acre. You can get a house on multiple acres here in Texas. I wanted to show you what is available in Tel Aviv, and this is the cheapest one I could find on Realtor.com, and this is listed at $477,000 US right here. Now, this square foot is wrong. I think this is square meters because down here it says 30 square meters, but it's a one bedroom, and again, this is not correct, but 30 square meters is 322 square feet. So here you go. For $477,000, this is what you can get in Tel Aviv. And then let me show you what you can get in Tel Aviv. 4 more. So here you go for $912,000 US. Again, I think this is incorrect. 64 square meters is 688 square feet. Let's take a look. Yeah, here you go. $1 million right here. There's your $1 million right there. I don't know, guys. Now, don't get me wrong. These houses may not be pretty, but the beach is gorgeous. So, to be fair, let's go to in the actual city of Dallas of what you can get, okay? Because, I mean, you can live in the suburbs and get a much nicer home for $477,000. But this is to give you a better idea. So I really like this home. Look how cute it looks. I don't know what the inside looks like, but here we go. Dallas, Texas, downtown. So if you want to be close to the city, like someone in Tel Aviv. Okay, that's pretty cute, right? Look how cute that is. And this has 1,800 square feet. Now this is only a 2-bedroom, but I think that one was only a 1-bedroom. So hey, this is what you can get for, look at this house right here in Dallas, Texas. They have their car out there. Isn't that nice? But look at this modern contemporary home. I love it so much. The pool. This is what you can get in Dallas, Texas. Okay? Big difference. Big difference. Very nice. If you want to buy this home, call me. I can show it to you today. Okay, let's choose this house. It's beautiful. This is what you can get for $424 in McKinney, Texas. I mean, come on. You can get a really nice house. So would you like to live here in McKinney, Texas for $425,000 and save all that money and visit Tel Aviv however often you like, or live here in Tel Aviv and have access to the beach? It's your choice. Let me know. So now you can see why I would much rather live in Texas in a big, beautiful home than in a paradise. I figure I can always go visit. The third reason I really love living in Texas is the cost of living. I was shocked and was thinking about you Californians and even New York. I don't know what it's like in other states, but it's like I wanted to buy a jar of peanut butter and it was like $6.50 US in Tel Aviv when you can get it for $3 here in Texas. And a loaf of bread, a basic loaf of bread, was like $6 there. Now I know it's probably not $6 where you're at, but it was astonishing. The cost of living really was double in Tel Aviv. If we wanted any meal, even if we wanted to bring meals back to our room, very expensive. Great for vacation, not so much for living. Now I know Texas is not a tropical paradise, and when I wrote this script, not that I scripted out, but I kind of put my thoughts together for the video, right? I said in my wording, it's like right here, I said, no one gets excited about flat land and cows, but since I wrote this up, I've had several people on my last video say they do love flat land. They do love cows. I had a buyer call me and say, hey, I'd really like to get some land and put some cows on it. And they love it. In fact, my father-in-law loves cows. We're not just talking about, hey, I like to raise cattle or save on taxes with cattle. He raises the calves, loves them, treats them like his pets, and then butchers them when they're ready. I don't know how you can do that. But so people do love cows, they do love land, and so I can't say that no one loves that. So I'm shifting my mindset, you guys, that I can really appreciate the land that's here in Texas. Some of you from California have come here and said, oh my gosh, it's beautiful, the greenery. And I'm saying, what kind of greenery? flat land? And they're like, yes, because in California, there's just a sea of buildings and maybe some palm trees here and there, but here we actually have acres of grass. And so, and I don't want you to think that it's completely flat here because it does have some hills, okay? We do have some hills, but it's not like mountains, okay? So by the end of our vacation, I realized, in the beginning I thought, oh my gosh, I want to live somewhere like this. But by the end of the vacation, I was like, I think I'm perfectly content in Texas with my cost of living, with my friends, and I can always go visit and enjoy the paradise of someplace like Tel Aviv. Or put in the comments where you like to visit, like your favorite vacation spots, because I'm gonna check them out and maybe I'll put them on the list. The next thing I love about Texas is, for the most part, we have a family atmosphere. I'm not saying that there's no singles here, because by all means we have singles in Texas, but in Tel Aviv it just seemed like a singles city. Now, granted, that was during the week and there were just a bunch of young 20-year-olds, working out, running the paths of the beach, and that is totally fine. I thought is wonderful. They're beautiful people. Even though I know there are many families that live in Tel Aviv and Israel is very family oriented, it just felt a little bit like a singles city. In Texas, we definitely have a more conservative lifestyle. And so whether that be in dress or maybe forward thinking, it's definitely not as liberal here in Texas as it is in many other states as well as many other countries. So I personally like being conservative. You may not, and that's okay, but I like the conservativeness of Texas. Again, Fort Worth is a little more conservative than Dallas, but those are just my personal preferences. One thing that I do love better about Tel Aviv than Texas is the healthy lifestyle. So in Tel Aviv, you can eat wonderfully. There's a lot of vegetables and fish, and people are walking and running along the beach. They actually have an outdoor workout place. There's volleyball, sand volleyball, and they're also playing this thing like a soccer volleyball. I have not seen that here. Maybe if you live in California or another beach, maybe Florida, I don't know. Maybe you've seen this. Comment below if you have. I thought it was super cool. But just the healthy lifestyle of Tel Aviv. And I do kind of wish we had a little more of that here. If you want the walking lifestyle, you definitely want to live downtown. Or you just have to walk around your neighborhood or find a neighborhood with some walking trails. We do have many of those here, but it's not like it takes effort to get out in Texas and work out, versus in Tel Aviv, you're like, let's go walk to the store. So here in Texas, there's fast food on every corner, and I fall prey to it every now and then, In Texas, most people are pretty accepting of other cultures that come here, other thoughts and thinking. They're friendly regardless of what you look like in Texas. And in Tel Aviv, not so much. And religions don't get along very well. And so in Texas, you may not be the same religion, but we can get along. And so those are the reasons that I would much rather, at this point now, I would much rather live in Texas than a beautiful Mediterranean paradise like Tel Aviv. Hey, thanks so much for watching these YouTube videos. If you want more content like this on the state of Texas or moving to Dallas-Fort Worth, subscribe and like this video. Click the little bell notification, and you'll get other videos like this on real estate related information, or even what Texas is like, okay? Thank you guys so much and have a great day.